Jack, welcome. Everybody, welcome Jack to episode number 68 of the Eavesdrop podcast. One short of 69. And I rewatched our first podcast. It was on the Hecz quarters. There was, I think I only had 2 rows of the collectibles filled in, and there was nothing there. You were wearing your Teddy Fresh hoodie.
I still love that thing, but I don't get to wear it much.
You know what's crazy is that one of the segments of that went viral.
Really?
People still, to this day, still tweeted at me that esports is a 24/7 job.
Oh, that clip. I know that clip. Yeah,
like super, super viral. And I saw it, and I'm like, there was like this massive gap in between there and that. So that whole thing was shrunk into like a minute-long thing, but it was like a 2-minute long spiel about something else.
Yeah.
They did a really good job. And then right after that, you dropped some nasty knowledge that nobody like fucking clipped.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh.
That's probably why.
Yeah. It's forgettable.
Guys, this episode is brought to you by ExpressVPN. I'll tell you a little bit more about them towards the middle of the show. Jack, your life has changed. Like, I can't believe in 2 years. I'm talking about like here are the numbers that you dropped. 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. You were in the top 75 or 15 most followed Twitch streamers. 15? Was it 15 or something like that?
No, I never broke top 15, but I was probably like top 75.
Yeah.
Sounds more right at the time.
And what are you at now? Well, did you ever break it?
Well, I'm still top 30, even though I ain't been on there for 10 months.
Still top 30.
That's pretty crazy.
Your transition, I don't even know where to begin this thing, man, because it has been a treat to watch you grow into the man you are today. God damn.
Hector. A lot of it's due in part to you and what you've helped me do. So
just pull your tongue out of my asshole, Dari.
Hey, you know I like it right where it is.
Yo, no, but for real, on some real shit. Like it's been a treat. Like I don't know who I was talking to. I think I was talking to my brother about like your ascension to like where you're at. Because when we were doing it, you were like on the way there. You had just met, I think, Connor. Ninja had just been hosting you, and you were. It was such a weird time. You were still in Optic. How long was your stint with us?
I think that March was when I announced it, and probably by October, I think I was basically on the way out or out already. I'm still grateful that they let me stay at the apartment. Yeah, and didn't charge me for those last couple months.
Imagine they kick you out.
Yo, bro, that would have been. I was really nervous about that, but yeah, it was a 6 to 8 months that I'm still so happy that I did, because it gave me the opportunity to do what I did. I also learned a lot, but I don't know how much detail you want to get into. But I know there was a very defining moment where I knew my time with Optic, two moments where I knew my time with Optic was going to be very short-lived.
Why?
One was when I booked my flight to go down to Texas. I was boarding my plane. So excited. Like, this is my dream come true.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be down there. And that remained true through and through. But I board my flight, get on the air. Back then, I wasn't buying Wi-Fi because, I couldn't afford that shit. And I land in Texas, and I'm like, let me refresh Twitter. Blacked out image, blacked out. Everyone's profiles blacked out. And that was like the day that the Halo team got announced that they were getting dropped. And like, it was like one of the obvious many little stabs, but one of the real jabs to the old Optic brand. And I remember being down there that night, and I literally like cried on the phone to my mom because I was like, did I just fuck up majorly? Like, I obviously didn't have. I made $62 on YouTube the month prior. Yeah, I was the number one Call of Duty caster alongside Maven with a job that I would still have to this. I would still be the number one caster with Maven to this day if I didn't leave. Right. Yeah. And here I am in like a foreign place in Texas that I don't know anything. I don't have my car. I don't have any. I'm in an apartment with 2 air mattresses. My dad's sleeping in the bedroom. I'm sleeping in the living room. And realizing like, wow, is this really about to just blow up right now with how bad it was? And sure, it was more of a slow kind of go out. But then the other moment that I had was we ate at your favorite Thai restaurant. Then we had like a meeting of the minds to figure out what our vision was for content stuff. And that was still when I was on the high of like, we can turn this thing around ourselves. Which I later learned was not the case, but I would be damned if I didn't try, right? I think that anyone in that scenario would have.
I think we all did.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I came in towards the latter end where the damage had already been done. And there was a very distinct moment when you were like, I don't know if I'm still gonna be with Optic in a couple months. And when I heard that from you, I was like, yep, I'm out. And it took a little bit longer than I was expecting to get to that, to go there.
Yeah.
But I knew at that point that when you hear from Hector that he was going to be out, then he's out. And then immediately after, you know, the mind started going, and the way we always work. I mean, that's how you got to work in this industry, is like you're firing. You start firing on what the opportunity is next, what you want to do. You know, there was a world where NRG was my next opportunity.
Really? Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Shaq called you.
I had a great meeting with all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still love and you know, have a lot of respect for the guys at NRG. And I'm so happy to see how successful it's going from there. But then I'm also really happy with how successful my path has been too. So you know, we all eaten, Hector. We all eaten.
Yeah. You know, do you remember the time where you guys were already eating at Jake's Burger, and I came in with my suit because I had just had a meeting, a board meeting at the stadium.
Jake's Burger.
Yeah, we were having Jake's Burgers. You, Hitch, his ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I walk in and I was just like defeated for the first time ever in my life. I'm like, man, this is not gonna go the right way that I want. I was just talking to Matt on the last podcast about how good I am at bottling shit up and how tough those times were for me. And I just like I didn't break face. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, this is what's happening. I made my bed. I'm gonna lie in it. I just gotta fucking figure out what I'm doing. How do I keep this thing? How do I keep this thing going? How do I keep this moving? And when you started to say, you know, I'm like everybody treated you well, obviously because you're Jack. But then like little things that you weren't allowed to do to me was like, man, if we lose Jack, that's gonna be like pretty bad. Because